Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my first weekly project update. From now on I will be doing an update on a project I did through the week, or I'm doing currently during the video. Most likely it'll be uploaded on weekends, Friday nights, through the weekend. Unless I'm snowmobiling, which I won't be here for the weekend. So I'll title it Weekly Update. Or just layout update, whatever. And it's going to be on everything, not just layouts. So let's start behind me here. Okay guys, the first thing is I am working on scratch building telephone poles, or telegraph poles. And this is for the Wisconsin Southern layout. I will not be applying them right away, but I figure I can start scratch building them. Just trying to get the hang of it. As you can see, there's green and clear glass insulators on there. Just testing out what looks better. May do a how-to video on this eventually. If you guys would like to see one, let me know. Otherwise, it's just one of those things where I have to build a gazillion of them for one layout along the tracks, Next thing is this HO Scale soda machine that I'm starting to scratch build. I ordered some silicone rubber, and we'll be making molds of these for my layout, and perhaps to sell. I'll see about that in the future, how the silicone rubber goes. But yeah, I'll have videos of that, and that's coming in the next week here. So hopefully I can get that video uploaded then. Been real busy with school and everything. Sorry for the delay in videos recently. So I figure I gotta make it real detailed, and this should be the main one if I finish it. And I'm sealing the wood right now and working on getting it nice shape, getting a curve to the front. And next thing is we're gonna head over to the layout. And by layout I mean the Wisconsin Southern layout. I've been working like crazy on this thing. All of a sudden I don't know what really inspired me, but let's just start off with some of the main things. I've reballasted some parts here, and as you can tell, different color mix. All I did for the, sorry, you notice how this road is gray there? That's not gray ballast, that's actually airbrushed road, okay? Of course you'd be careful of the tracks and everything, but I will airbrush all my ballast gray. And you probably don't want to get it in the side, but if you use enough water, it'll just soak into the ballast. That's one of my tricks without having to buy the color of gravel that you want. This is the same exact gravel. This is just spray painted. Airbrush. Sorry. Next thing, as you can probably tell, is I was working on this ditch here. There was not a ditch there previously. Probably tell better from this angle here. And here's where it starts, and then there would be a culvert, and goes all the way down there to the end. And yeah, as you can tell, there's another area that I reballasted right here, and up and down the tracks. Next thing is the backdrop. This is like not even 50% done. I still need a ton of layers of trees and stuff. But as you can tell, I've started on the merging of the road here, and of some of the main trees. There's some pine trees in the background. Faded some of those out already. This is the edge of the cornfield here. There will be trees up on this thing here, which I just added. And then you can tell that there's more corn behind there in the cornfield. And then we move over to the better part of the backdrop. This edge of the field there, and that's a different field than the cornfield. You can tell there's trees and everything. And yeah, that turned out pretty decent if you ask me. I've been working on that like crazy recently, and could be more trees back there eventually. And in here we didn't really go over this, but the cornfield structure part here, the rock, that's still being worked on, but as you can tell, it's mostly scenic, and the rock is almost done. And then there you got the new part of the rock, and yeah. Now we move over to the newer edition part of the Wisconsin Southern layout. as you can maybe tell, that this here is a wider curve, and I obviously put more foam on top of that. Go down to there, it's shaved down right up to the loop track there, the interchange track. And did some pretty decent weathering on this tower here. I don't know if I'm gonna put that there or not. Could just be a boarded up tower eventually. The farm in the background here, that has overcome some major changes recently. Okay, so that silo, there was a three-part, had three sides to make the curve, and one of the sides just took off and cut off the rest. So one looks like a more full storage silo than the other one, but the other one, if they're wall structures like that, they still turn out decently. And the farm, you may not be able to tell, but well, it's not on a full angle right now, but the half of the building is cut off, along with this small paper structure that looks like horribleness. So I'm going to get rid of that eventually. That's just temporary. And there you go, you got the diamond. And BNSF CSX1, was wondering if I could make a how-to video on this, and I will in the future, but at the moment I actually don't have any track to make one, unless I want to tear some up somewhere, but I don't want to do that currently. So I will make one when I get the chance, and just for show. It wasn't too difficult. You can probably tell just by looking at it right now. What I did was basically just cut apart the rail in between and use a, well, you can use an NMRA gauge, but if you're cheap like me, you don't have one, and I just used a real nice wheel set, one that I made sure was good on the tracks, and basically just cut it apart there, and then kind of just cut into the track going across, which is all still one piece. The BNSF line, the one that the car is on, is the one that's split apart, obviously, and you have to cut down the rail on the one that's still full, so the flanges don't hit and everything else. That was quite a project, but I still will make a video on that. And we are now going to move over to the BNSF layout. One thing is, I've had this actually done for a while, but this is not fully done. I have this painted for a while. The dummy F40PH, and as you can tell on the roof, there are no vents anymore. That was quite a project getting that all off, and got the decal set for that. Gonna put ditch lights in and everything. Still gotta make a front end, and this was actually a friend of mine's from the Cedar Creek Central Railroad Clubs, but he's letting me use it as long as I make it into this for him. So we had this at Train Fest, if any were there and recognized it. That was running on the other end of my P42, so with Hiawatha cars in between. That's a real nice train, and this layout is a mess currently, but I mean, when is it not, you know? So thank you for watching this video, and like I said, I will most likely do this once a week if I get the chance. Maybe with the green screen sometimes, depends, you know, if I have time and everything. Thank you for watching this video. See ya.